Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my subscriber lesson about Ielts A to Z. So it's Saturday night here in the UK, and our local time is 10:56 p.m. And you're watching this live stream from my home. If you're watching for the first time, thanks guys for joining me, and I'm happy that you are here. Hi Reem, thanks for the subscription. I've invited you to hop on. Hello, Rusgar, welcome. David, welcome. Thank you very much for coming here and making the comments. Hello, Joe, welcome. So, dear viewers, there's good news for you. You may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. You can check it now. Visit my profile, and if you see, it says join free trial lessons. Then click on it. You don't have to pay any money. You can subscribe to my lesson and you can be here with 2 lessons. Hello Naeem, welcome. So this is how it works here on the Hello. I believe that you should grab the opportunity, because if the opportunity is gone forever. Hi Reem, I have just invited you. I don't know if you have seen the invitation yet or not. Looks like you're declining, but no worries. If you don't want to join, that's fine, but do let me know if you want to join or not. You're from Saudi Arabia. Marhaba. Hello, Abbas. Welcome. Wall says, hello, I'm watching from Sudan. I really like the way you teach. Thank you very much for your lovely comments. So once again, guys, this lesson was started from last week. This is our 3rd lesson. And this lesson runs in every Saturday night, 11 p.m. UK time, and Sunday night, 11 p.m. UK time. And the basic, focus of this lesson is how you can achieve your required score in IELTS exam, or alternatively your desired score in IELTS exam. Okay, and honestly speaking, it's not only the IELTS exam, it's for your development of your English speaking, reading, writing and listening. As you might be aware, these are the 4 main components of English learning. We are here to develop these 4 components in the next level, which is why I started this live stream from the last week, and it should be, I believe, that going on as ongoing lesson. Okay, Fatima Zahra, you're Fatima Zahra, I can see that. Welcome. You're from Morocco. Ahlan sahlan ya Maghrebi. Ruzga, you're from Turkey. Abbas, you're from Somalia. Naeem, can you see the pinned comment? Is it understandable? Can you read it? What does it say? Naeem, before I answer, I've got a question for you. Can you see the pinned comment? Hey, Aryan is here. Let me bring her.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good
Are you
morning.
sleepy today, teacher?
Yeah. I'm sorry for last night.
Okay, last morning I don't know why both of us you sleepy, but I was also sleepy in the morning, teacher.
I was busy.
Oh my goodness.
I like to use your word you're using in Teacher Williams' lesson, burnt out.
Yes, burn out, burn out.
Okay, burnt,
Exhausted.
burnt and out, burnt out.
Burn out, not burn out, teacher. Burn out. Okay.
I'm writing it for you. Okay, burnt out.
Burn out.
BURNT OUT. Burnt out means exhausted, tired,
Yes.
and you
Mm.
need to have some rest. Okay. So very often we use it, in medical term, clinically burnt out. All right.
Oh.
That means when a patient comes to the hospital and patient can't answer many things, like we
Mm-hmm.
ask, hey, what's your name? The patient tells the name. Yeah, and your date of birth. Yeah, then tells the date of birth. Then we ask, what are the problems you're having? Then said, oh, I've got a pain at my heart to the left side. It comes every 2 hours. And I went to this doctor, and this doctor gave me this prescription, and we read it. Oh, propranolol,
Mm-hmm.
housing butyl bromide, paracetamol. I'm just reading some of the medication. Then sometimes some patient can't answer it. Okay. Then we
Oh.
call this state is clinically burnt out. That means the person is not in a situation or state to answer the question.
Mm-hmm. Because they are too exhausted, too weak, teacher, too weak,
Yeah,
something
because
like that.
it could be the patient's mental condition. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens in the UK? There is an amazing process in the hospital. So somebody has a problem, they call 999. Then the answer will be coming. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
emergency. How may I help you? Needed police, ambulance, or fire service. Three emergencies. Then there is we need ambulance. What's the problem? There is a patient dying in our home, and there is no one to take him to the hospital. What's the
Mm-hmm.
postcode, please? Then they send the ambulance freely. Ambulance takes them to the A&E. The patient must be registered with the name, date of birth, and current address, contact details, next to kin, in case something happens, if they can contact someone else. And the first contact point is a nurse has to check the patient's all the details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After initial assessment, medical assessment, if the nurse thinks that the patient must be referred to a doctor, then the nurse will write a note. The patient must be immediately seen by a doctor, the duty doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And but as you know, in the UK, our medical facilities are free for each and every person. That's why sometimes it takes time to be seen. So they have to wait maybe 2 hours, 3 hours because other people are waiting before the person. So
Mm-hmm.
they call, yes, Mr. Johnson, your turn after 2 hours. Now, Mr.
Yeah.
Johnson sometimes is very, you know, amazing to talk, sometimes clinically balled out, cannot talk at all. Okay.
Teacher, when people go to a hospital in the UK, they have to take number. For example, who the first one is number one, and number two, and number 100, something like that. Do you
Uh,
have to take the number to enter the doctor's room?
no, I didn't get what you mean by the number. What I said, when they call an ambulance, if there is no one at home, the patient has to go to the hospital. In that case, they have to call the ambulance, okay?
No, I know ambulance, but when people come to the hospital to
Hmm.
uh, kind of check up, right? For example, I have a stomach, and then I want to go to doctor, and then for example, in Vietnam, when I go to the hospital, so I have to how can I say, to take number,
Or
to take a
serial number, you mean?
yes
Oh, I
number.
see.
So I have to wait until my number because a lot of people
Okay,
in front of me, right?
I
Yes.
got your point. So what happens when you go to the hospital to in A&E? Uh, they don't have a number. You have to register first at the reception with your
Uh,
name, date of birth, address, and what's the problem. Why are you here? They will ask
mm,
you, what is the emergency that brought you here? And if they think that, oh, it is really an emergency, then they said, okay, uh, take a seat. And then they enter to the system, and this message is sent to the nurse, duty nurse, and the duty doctors. And
mm,
the person would be informed on time. Please wait there. Then they gave an estimated time. Maybe at the moment, our waiting time is 2.5 hours.
mm.
Some hospitals there is serial number system, you're right, you have to get a ticket, but in some
Yes.
A&E, when you go to the A&E, there is no serial number. You have to register and they will call by your last name, like Mr. Johnson. Then
Uh,
you can see the doctor.
okay, thank you, teacher.
No
Good to know.
problem. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, teacher. I'm very fresh this morning.
That's
I'm not like, yeah, not like yesterday.
glad to know about that. I'm sorry. Would you like to do this test of yesterday again? Do you think that we can do it some other time? No worries. Let us go to our main discussion point. Um, what did we discuss last week? Do you remember?
Last lessons. Let me think. Uh,
I think we are discussing speaking part first, right?
yes, yes, I think so.
And we
Mm.
covered, coherence and fluency and coherence. And the next part
Mm.
is today lexical resource and grammar. We'll cover these two parts. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
And I was hoping that Eugene might be joining today, but I don't know where is he now at the moment.
Mhm.
And dear viewers, once again, if you're watching for the first time, you may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. So visit my profile and subscribe it from there. And hopefully, and I believe that you can then subscribe to this lesson and hop on here and talk to me and meet Aryan, an amazing person and also an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. So today, dear viewers, our this class is based for the IELTS exam. So in IELTS exam, there are 4 parts: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. We have started from speaking feature or speaking module. And last week we covered fluency and coherence. Today we're going to cover vocabulary and grammar. So these 2 parts is also parts of IELTS speaking test. And let me find out. Before that, we need to show you a small video, which is roughly 2 to 3 minutes, so that you can have good idea why vocab is needed and how you can use it, and why
Mm.
grammar is important and how you can create more sentences in your academic writing as well as in speaking. Please bear in mind, Ariane, and all the people who are listening to me, as long as you can speak, you can write the same things academically. But there is a big difference. You have to remember that many words we use in spoken English or conversational English, but we don't need to write them. Honestly, in another way, we're not allowed to write. I'm going to give you some examples today. And that is one of the major features to get good scores in IELTS exam. And many teachers will not tell you, and so you'll not be able to know this information until you're being informed by a teacher. Okay,
Yeah, teacher.
so let's move on. A second. So last week we did fluency. Today we're going to do lexical resource and vocabulary. I'm going to share the video in a moment. Let me know if the sound is okay or not. Can you see the screen,
Yes,
Aryan?
teacher. Yes, I
Uh,
can see.
if the sound is okay?
So you've decided to take the IELTS exam.
The sound is okay?
Yes, teacher. I can hear the video.
Okay, let's move on.
Great choice. It's the test that opens doors around the world. Here we look at the criteria of Lexical Resource. This is one of 4 criteria on which you were tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. Lexical Resource focuses on the range of vocabulary a candidate uses. The wider the range, the better you will score. You will need to understand these factors to score well on the test. The ability to use vocabulary effectively, including the right collocation, that is, words naturally used together. For instance, lions roar, lions do not shout. Alternatively, we make a phone call, we do not do a phone call. An awareness of connotation. This refers to the positive, neutral, or negative association some words have. For example, laid back, positive; inactive, neutral; lazy.
Negative. Slim, thin, skinny. The use of less common vocabulary or expressions. Many candidates memorize impressive lists of vocabulary, but often end up using them in the wrong way because they haven't understood them properly. To improve your vocabulary, we recommend these steps. Always try to learn new vocabulary when reading in English. Look out for new words. Seeing words in their context helps you learn the meaning, usage, and collocation. Online newspapers are a good resource. These can also help you keep up on the vocabulary of current affairs. Group new vocabulary into related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are words or expressions which have a similar meaning. Knowledge of synonyms will help with all parts of the Ielts test. Try using a thesaurus. Make small word cards with the word written on one side of the card and the translation and an example sentence on the other side. You can then test yourself. Practice is the key. Not to memorize, but to practice discussing different topics, weaving in the vocabulary you have learned. Research shows practice improves test scores. Don't give up if you can't find the right word. Keep trying to explain what you mean, even if it takes a little longer. This is called paraphrasing. You will get credit for this. IELTS speaking tests include general, everyday topics. Specialist knowledge isn't expected. The topics are relevant to all of the 135 countries in which IELTS is used. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos: fluency and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation.
Okay, Ariane, any questions from
Yes.
the video?
Question?
Yeah.
No, teacher. But I understand most of most of idea in this video. How to learn vocabulary effectively, something like that. How to use the words.
Okay. One moment. So I'm going to explain some other things. So, dear viewers, once again, welcome, and give me a moment, please. I think I may have closed the page mistakenly. Okay, possibly, yes. Sorry for that. I'm getting the
No
page
worry,
one more
teacher.
time. Okay, so if you have noticed, they have said few things in the video. Okay, the first thing they said, in IELTS exam, sometimes some students learn new words and some unknown vocabulary and they don't know how to use them. Okay,
Yes,
so
they make a long list and then try to memory all of them, but they use them in the wrong way.
that's
Yeah.
right, and that is not really a good idea. And memorizing from somewhere, because then you're not learning anything if you're memorizing. But if you're
Yes, it's
go on.
also the way. It's also the way when I learned vocabulary in high school and secondary school, teacher. But now I don't use that way to learn new words. I learn by reading. Yes, of course, like in the video mentioned, teacher. By article or story. So I try to find new word and highlight it, and then try to come to the story one or twice or three times, so I can remember the vocabulary in the context. Context, right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so they have mentioned these three C's. If you remember, content, collocation, and connotation. Okay, we'll explain.
Yes, content. Content, I think, means content mean what to describe about something what the essay talk about, right, teacher? Content. I don't know to explain clearly.
No, I understood whatever you said. Content or context, they are same.
Yeah, context.
Context. Okay,
Context.
and also they have mentioned to learn word family. So word families are
Mm,
those words which are from the same word. From the same word we can make more words. Like if a word is verb, can you make it an adjective or maybe adverb?
mm.
Okay, or maybe
Yes.
a gerund or maybe any other formation.
So it's just like I have one word, so I have to develop different words that related to the main word, right, teacher?
Yes, give me what, then we can test it straight away. Then we'll go by content, context, one by one. Yeah, that will be really helpful for you and for the listeners. Tell me any your
Okay.
favorite word.
For example, like run, run,
Are you and run?
run. Yeah, yes. So family words mean I have run away, run off, or something like that, right, teacher? It's called family words. Word family. Sorry.
Yeah. So run is a verb. Okay. First, we need to understand which kind of participle is, and also from run we can use more words, which is we call phrasal verbs. Okay. So run is a
Yes.
verb. Also, run is a noun. Remember,
Mm.
verb and noun. If it is monosyllable, then the sound doesn't change.
Yeah.
Then we can make more phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Okay, let's go to the first verb and noun. Make a sentence with
Run.
run with as a verb.
Mhm. Um, I see a dog
Mm-hmm.
run on the road.
Say dog running on the road.
Running, run or running, teacher, running
Running,
on the road.
running on the road.
Yes.
Very good. Now it is verb. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, if you want to use as a noun,
Mhm. I like to go for a run in the morning.
I like to go for a run. Yeah, that's great. I like to go for a run in the morning. Very good. Okay. Now, can you make it a noun form from the run? Do you think that is it possible?
Uh, a noun form, teacher. Go
Noun.
for a run is a noun form, right?
Another
No.
noun. Now, run is a noun. Can you make another noun from run? Do you think that is it possible?
Uh, let me think.
Have you heard
It's
this? Runner.
quite tricky. Oh, yes, a runner. Yes. Mhm.
Hmm.
Runner.
Have you
Yes.
heard runny nose?
Runny nose. Yes, runny nose. Mhm.
Okay. Can you have
Yes.
you heard? I'm trying to find out. Runner, runny nose. Okay, these are the two words we can make at the moment. I don't think there are any more words, but now we can make more phrasal verbs. Let's explain who is a runner. Tell me. Runner is also noun, okay? The person
Yes.
who runs. And runny nose
Mm.
means
Runny nose mean some what I can say. Liquid come from your nose. I don't know how to put it.
cold. It's plain word. Runny nose is cold.
Cold. Oh
Cold,
yes,
yeah.
cold.
When your water's coming through your nostrils. So cold. And English language is a funny language.
Mhm.
Can a nose run? Sometimes people say, no, a nose can't run, but we still use runny nose. Like I've got a runny nose. I've got a runny nose, for example. I've got a runny, oh, not runny, sorry. I've got a runny nose. Okay. So runner is the person who runs. So you can say he's a good runner in the Olympic or the school sports.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the
Yes,
word
teacher.
family, and other words are phrasal verbs. So through run, we can use run away,
Mm-hmm.
okay, run into.
Mm-hmm.
There may be
Run
more.
into.
Let me find out. Uh,
I think run off. Maybe make
yes,
sense, teacher.
run off. You're right. Um, Run off, run away. We have run after, run into, run
Run
on,
after. Yeah.
run out. You see, there are lots. Let us give you. You can practice it at home. Remember, so
Yes.
when we changes the preposition after that, obviously the
Mm.
phrasal verbs meaning also change. Okay,
Yes.
so it is really an important matter for you to understand. And these are also part of collocation. If you remember, collocations are the natural way of choosing the words which may be a preposition or another word after the main verb, and which has got an amazing meaning. So run away. There is a very famous movie, Runaway Bride of Julia Roberts. Watch it, you'll love it. Okay, and also some movies will help you learn English, and this is one of them, Runaway Bride by Julia Roberts. Okay,
You're okay. I have to see it.
it is in, I believe, then in Netflix and YouTube. Runaway Bride.
I hope it has on YouTube, teacher, because I don't know. I don't have a Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah,
Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix.
Hello, Eju. Welcome, Fatima Zahra. It's all about IELTS exam. Okay. So now you see they have mentioned word family, collocation. So this is kind of collocation as well. Phrasal verbs are, remember, always a part of collocations. And also they have given another example, like if you have been asked to talk about football, now you need to know the words which are necessary to explain football. Yeah.
Yes.
So just picture it. What are the words we need to know about football? If you are describing football match or football, you're watching through television or through live from stadium, so you need to explain how. Common words are 11 players in football, right? In both team, 11
Yeah,
players.
players.
And
11
then
players.
there is foul, they call it. Yeah? Then they call throw.
But what is foul, teacher?
Sorry?
Foul. What is foul?
Foul. In football, foul is, I think, when somebody goes to some place without the ball, possibly. Foul,
Oh,
throw, free kick, half time. These are the some related words. Okay.
okay,
Free
okay,
kick.
teacher.
Another one is free kick,
I coach.
half time.
Oh,
Then referee. Yeah. Is it referee? Football referee?
referee. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then
Referee,
you see yellow
coach.
card, red card, blue card. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, all word related to football, right,
Yeah.
teacher? Yes. Okay.
Red card. I think, is it blue or green? I forgot. Anyway, I'm just trying to explain what are the words we need when you're explaining a football match. So this is very important. When you learn a word, we need to know the word family or the related words that are necessary to explain the topic. For example, it's an amazing matter that when you sit for the IELTS exam in the speaking part 2, the cue card, okay, there will be a topic and you need to know how you can describe the topic. Say, for
Mm.
example, I asked, what are the three major problems in Vietnam and how you can resolve it probably. Now, if you remember, I gave this writing task last week and said,
Yes.
then you can explain, oh, in Vietnam, there are many major problems. But in my opinion, then you say, number one, the major problem is, say, for
Mm-hmm.
example, unemployment. Number two, healthcare system. Number three, education. Okay, Ariel. So
Yes,
I'm giving
teacher.
some examples, and
Mm.
it may vary from person to person. Another person might say, no, it is crime, our major problem, or it is job crisis, or maybe it is the healthcare, or maybe it is a parking. So, so when you're describing, say, healthcare problem, or job crisis, or maybe education, now you need to know the related words, right, Ariane?
Yes.
So that,
Yes, teacher.
that is the place where you have to learn vocabs. That is
Mm.
important. Otherwise, if you don't know any words, how are you going to explain? There is no way you can't explain during your exam time.
Mm.
Even on the general conversation as well. So if I'm asking you, hey Ariane, Well, what did you cook today? You said, teacher, I cooked noodles. But if you don't know all the names of the ingredients, can you explain to me? It will be difficult for you to explain, like all the
Yes.
spices, right?
Yeah, teacher, that's true.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why vocabulary is very important to explain anything. Now,
Mm-hmm.
collocation, as I said, collocation is the natural way when you're describing a word, it should take the next word. They gave an example: lions roar like "Arr." Lions do not
Mm-hmm.
shout. But if I say babies roar, is it correct? No.
No, teacher.
Babies cry or babies shout.
Yes.
So this is a collocation. And then they gave more examples like do not ever say do a mistake. That is totally wrong. Make a mistake. They
Mm-hmm.
gave this
Make a
example:
mistake.
make a mistake, make a phone call. Hang on a second. So make a mistake, make a phone call, then make a bed, make a cup of tea, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Part of collocation. And now content and context. So we have explained at the first part, yeah, like run, content, verb, context, example, content, noun, you gave example. And another round, runner, runners, see, it is changing.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is connotation. This connotation is sometimes confusing for many people, but if I simplify for you, it will be easier for you. So what happens, sometimes we use some words in wrong way, okay? For example, this word artless, do you know what it means? Artless.
Uh, us, us less.
Artless.
Us less. Maybe to describe something or have no talent about us. I guess it.
So you see, most of the people get guess like this. The artless means that person doesn't have any art, okay?
Yeah.
But it means that clever
Really?
or
That's
genuine.
okay.
So the person doesn't have any artificial
Mm-mm.
things. It means the person doesn't have any artificial things. The person is clever and genuine. So,
Oh.
for example, I can say that, oh, Aryan has an artless characteristics. She's always honest.
Mm,
But some people use it in a negative way. Oh, this guy is artless. He doesn't tell us the truth. This is wrong.
mm,
You see,
uh,
that's why we need to know the connotation. The connotation means when you see a word, what impression we get from it. For example, intelligent. What do you think?
mm.
Is it a negative word, positive word, or neutral word?
Uh, I think positive.
Yes, it is
Positive.
positive. So
Yes.
connotations are three types. Now you can see positive when it's giving an affirmative and something good from the word. Negative when it's giving a negative meaning or negative impact, and when neutral when it doesn't give anything. Like the guy is skinny, for example. They gave this example. Remember, the guy is fat. It's a negative comment. Skinny is also negative comment. Okay, but if you
Mm-mm.
say the guy is intelligent, Aryan intelligent, this is positive.
Mm,
So this is positive connotation. Okay, but this is only for an understanding because sometimes we don't need to know all the connotation. But as long as you're going to sit for the IELTS exam, it is better to know what things they're going to also assess in your speaking part. Okay, and also
okay, teacher.
any other question, please? If let me know.
No.
I may have missed something from the video. Okay, I think I need to. Sorry, I'm just having. I'm having a look. Okay, so the next point was described uh, learning synonyms. Are you
Yes, teacher. I'm here. Synonym, yes.
and antonyms.
Antonyms. Antonym, opposite.
Yes,
Opposite of the word.
yeah. Anto is opposite. Latin word. Name is name. Likewise, synonym is same, and name is also name. Words, but they are the part of English language. Synonyms means having similar meaning of the word, and antonyms having opposite meaning of the word. Say you're describing a nature, and you say that, oh, it's a beautiful day. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, beautiful. I'm going to give practical example. Beautiful. It's an adjective, right? And you say, oh,
Yes,
hey,
teacher.
it's a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have to use this word beautiful again in the same conversation, now you have to find out a synonym, which is almost similar in meaning.
Nice.
Tell me a synonym of beautiful, please.
Nice.
Nice.
Charming.
Yes, very good. So when you know more than one synonym, that means you're really talented and you're studying the language well. Nice, charming, attractive, cool. We also use cool sometimes. Cool. You are cool today. Cool is only
Yeah.
conversational English. Remember that. We don't use cool as a beautiful in written English. In written English, nice, charming, attractive, awesome,
Enchanted, maybe.
enchanted. Yes,
Enchanted.
fantastic.
Yes.
And you can
Fantastic.
amazing, or you can say some.
Teacher, there's a word gorgeous. So can I use that word for to describe like it is a gorgeous like no, right, teacher?
Would you like to
Gorgeous.
write the name word?
Gorgeous. Um,
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
You mean gorgeous?
Gorgeous. Yes, gorgeous.
Gorgeous is extremely beautiful, extremely attractive.
Yes,
That's fine
this
as
one,
well.
teacher.
Yeah. Gorgeous. You mean, yeah?
Gorgeous. Yes, gorgeous.
Okay, I'm writing it. Can you see? It's gorgeous. Is that spelling? Is that one?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
gorgeous. Yeah,
teacher. Yes,
gorgeous. Yes. So,
gorgeous.
see, some of the synonyms. So that's amazing. So, as I said, when you're describing a topic, sometimes you need to use synonyms.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, thank you very much. I'm pinning your comment. Yeah. So obviously, by knowing different kinds of synonyms will enhance the knowledge of your English words. Okay, but they have said that do not memorize any answer. If you memorize a word, the examiner will, understand in the twinkle of an eye that you have memorized it from somewhere else. Okay, so clear. Lexical
Yes,
resource.
teacher.
Okay, so next one is we're going to cover two parts today. Grammar. So we're going to see another video about grammar. Before I jump to the next video, if you have got any questions, please.
Okay, teacher. Sure.
So dear viewers, welcome once again to my weekly lesson IELTS A to Z. If you've got any questions or comments and if you'd like to participate, you're more than welcome. What you have to do is visit my profile and subscribe the free lessons. I'm offering 2 free classes for every lesson. So join me from there.
So, you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Good for you. It's the test for study, work, and life. The IELTS speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is an introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn. And Part 3 is an analytical discussion. Here we look at the criteria of grammatical range and accuracy. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. This criteria focuses on the range and accuracy of the test taker's grammar while speaking. Look for our accompanying downloads for examples of the range of grammatical structure. The range of grammar includes using a variety of complex structures. These are sentences with multiple bits of information. Contrast that to separate, simple sentences with a single piece of information. For example, just beside the station was a stadium which was built in the 19th century and where games are now held every weekend. It isn't expected that candidates are 100% accurate. However, control is important. The Band 7 definition for grammatical range and accuracy says frequently produces error-free sentences, though some grammatical mistakes persist. It's not just the number of grammatical mistakes, but also how seriously these mistakes block communication. To improve your grammar, take these steps. Be prepared. Make sure that you know the speaking test format and what type of questions to expect in each section. Many tasks in Part 2 of the Ielts speaking test relate to the past, so you most likely use past tenses. Ensure you know the past tenses of common verbs. Some questions in Part 3 ask you to speculate about the future, so use the right tenses in the answers to reflect this. Look out for the British Council's Johnny Grammar apps and videos that can help explain the commonly used tenses for you. Practice. Particularly think about the tenses you use. Ensure these relate to the questions. If the question asked is, "What did you do at work today?" the main word here is did, which is in the past tense, so your answer should be in the past tense too. For example, today I wrote a business brief. Don't worry if you realize you've made a mistake. It's okay to correct yourself. Record yourself speaking and listen to identify errors. Ielts results range from band scores of 1 to 9. However, there are not specific questions for different band scores, and there can't be, as the score isn't assigned until the end of the speaking test. Also, remember there are no quotas for Ielts band scores. Each individual is scored on their own merits. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos: Fluency and Coherence, Lexical Resource and Accuracy, and Pronunciation.
Okay, so what's the main message from the small video, Arian?
The main idea is let me summary. I heard that how can I say? We have to prepare well for. Oh, I forgot, teacher.
No worries. No worries. That's fine. To highlight the main points, what they have described in this video. So, grammar is one of the part which will be assessed for your exam in IELTS test. And you'll get 25% marks. So that's 2.25 out of 9. So, how grammar is helpful? Remember, they have mentioned tense. Tense is the one of the major and important parts of English grammar. If you know tense well, definitely your grammar will be perfect. You will be an amazing speaker because whatever you'll be writing, you'll be saying the same thing in a conversation, either in an exam or with another teacher or the family members or maybe in another live stream. Remember that our thoughts are the reflection of when what I mean to say, when you're saying something to the reflection of your thoughts, the other way around, I'm saying. So if you think something in a grammatically correct way, obviously you're going to write it the same way, right? Which is why I suggest always, when you have got time and chance, read a little bit some grammar rules if you're confused. However, as you're also taking other classes where we practice grammar and we focus mainly on tenses. Now, as an IELTS candidate, it is expected that you won't be 100% accurate. That's right. But it is not the mistakes you're making. It is important what kind of mistakes are blocking your message. Like this morning, let me give you a real life example. A student was commenting to teacher, your grammar is really wrong, what you're teaching. Then I said, okay, if you think that my grammar is wrong, please tell me which is my correct grammar. Then the student realized that there is a mistake. instead of saying my grammar, he wrote your grammar. Okay. Then he subscribed to my
Oh.
lesson and he said, sorry, actually, you see, this is the blocking of the message. Because of one word, the whole meaning has gone a different
Yeah,
direction.
exactly, teacher.
It's I and you. Remember, he wanted to say I, and but he wrote you. Okay, so that is very
Mm,
important. Blocking the message. Now they gave another example. If you remember from the video, that when you're describing, you must follow the tense correctly. Now, if you are describing something from a past, remember you have to use past tense, and that is mandatory. And also, if you're going to give example something from the future, you must use future tense. And something
mm,
from present tense, like, hey Aryan, what is doing now, for example. Then you have to answer this likewise, yeah, like I'm listening to you or I'm talking to you. But if I say, hey Aryan, what did you do last night, what would be your
mm.
answer?
I watched TV last night.
Very good. Good answer. I watched. You use the past tense of the watch
Mm,
TV last night. But if somebody says, I watched TV last night, will it be a sensible sentence?
no,
You see?
it's like present tense.
Yes. So it blocked your main message or communication. So here is the an amazing part of IELTS exam. When you are aware of grammar, try to use your best grammatical knowledge when you're writing and speaking.
Mm,
Okay, and also they gave an example, a compound sentence is expected if you want to get good score. And you know that compound
yes.
sentences, how we can make it and we can practice it. That's why I always emphasize, like, if you remember Aryan, your first writing was very good, amazing, but you didn't write after
Thank you,
that.
teacher.
You should write more often.
I need try more actually, but recently I have a lack of time, teacher. I have a lack of time.
I
Yes.
know that you're
Mm.
super busy person, super mom, business
No,
uh,
because you know what?
person.
Today I recently I have to prepare for how can I say, my son have a new school year end
Hmm.
party, so I have to write program for that for the. I have other parents, yeah, something to do that. So maybe I have to be an MC today, teacher. So I have to, yes, to be an MC in in front of his class with quite I think a few teacher will be there, and a lot of parents will be there, teacher. So
So
I
what
have
do you
to
have?
practice. Yes,
MC, you mean?
MC. Yeah, people who, how can I say? Yet MC. Do you know MC, teacher?
No, that's I'm asking. I'm not sure if I have understood. What does MC mean?
Um, I have to be a person like host, teacher. I have to say. I have to.
Hmm.
Mm,
Anchor,
yes,
like you're going to organize a program of being a host.
something like that. Not exactly like that because we have a group people to do that, group parents to do that. But I will, for example, I have to use microphone and I have to talk front of people. For example, hello everyone, welcome to today meeting or something like that, teacher.
Oh, that's good. You're already
Yes.
comfortable to do that. I know that. I have
So
100. Uh-huh.
yes, I'm a bit nervous about that because I have to talk in front of, principal, I mean head teacher of the school and other teachers. So I have to prepare. So
Yes.
last night, instead of, attending teacher Zerat two classes, so I didn't attend two of them to prepare for today's event, teacher. Yes.
Okay, I got you now. So you have to
Mm.
present this, and you have to, get it ready. Are you going to write this, all this, what you're going to do, or what?
MC?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
MC.
it's a MC. We call it MC, and quite a lot of people understand that, but I don't know what is. What is MC stand for? Um,
MC, okay. Maybe coordinator. Coordinator.
Coordinator.
Coordinator. See,
Coordinator.
main coordinator. That means you are going to coordinate the whole programs. You're going to present it in front of the people. You're going to
Mm.
read the all the participants'
Yes,
name,
yes, yes,
other
yes.
things. Yes, so
Yes,
it's the
something
main
like that,
coordinator.
teacher.
Okay, that's great. It will be good test for
Yes,
you,
thank you, teacher.
and
Yes.
I'm sure that you can do it amazingly. Believe in yourself. Okay, write the notes.
Thank you,
What
teacher.
you're going to do. Practice a little bit at home, and you know how to speak. Hi everyone. This is Aryan. I'm the parents of this, and today I'm very honored to be here to coordinate this program. And yeah,
Yes, yes.
then
Yes,
you
something
said,
I have to say something like that.
yeah. And always thanks to that head teacher. It's really my pleasure that I'm talking in front of her head teacher, other teacher, distinguished guests, and other students. It is our annual, for example, sports day, and I'm glad to be the part of this whole program. Remember that English language not only teaches us the language, it also teaches us manners and etiquettes, and you can always
Yeah.
express it by saying all these nice words.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, teacher.
So that is really good presentation skill. You have already developed it. Now you have to apply it. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So let's move on. We have got 12 minutes more. You see, when we are busy in learning, time goes quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
So fluency and coherence 25%, lexical resource another 25%, grammar 25%. And today we're going to practice a little bit grammar about how you can explain in a better way. Now,
Okay.
what happened are in most of the cases, our candidates are confused or sometimes not sure using the past tense. So that's why I always give a test for the past tense so that you can explain something in a different way. So,
Okay, teacher.
are
I
you
love it.
okay? You love it. Aryan, when was the last time you went outside of Vietnam? How long ago?
I think that 10 years ago, teacher, I had a trip to China. Yeah, I had a trip to China, yet for vacation with my ex-coworker. Yes. So,
All right. And how did you go there?
um, I we how can I say? Uh, we we took we took a car trip. We took a car trip, teacher.
From
So
Vietnam to China, did you travel by car?
yeah, yes, by car. But you know what? It's not really. It was not really far because I just visited some provinces near the border, teacher, because we share border with China, right? So
Hello, Adi. Thank you very much for the subscription.
hello, Adi. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. One moment, Adi. Let her finish our conversation. Okay, Aryan, go on.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, teacher. I said that we just visited some China provinces near Vietnamese near the border near
Wh-
the border.
which
So
border did you go through from Vietnam to China?
which border?
Yeah. Do you remember the
Um,
post or the border name?
name.
Did you have to get any visa before you enter China?
Yes, we had is that called exit and entrance permission, teacher. It's not kind of a passport or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk a little bit more. Welcome, Adi. Thank you very much for the subscription.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to actually
Oh, you need to
just
go.
go.
Do you need to go?
Yeah, actually, just I need some kind of work here.
No.
I just wanted to see this app, how this app is working and all. I just installed and subscribe to your channel.
All
So
right.
I will come back in maybe whenever you are available. So I
Okay.
will join.
Before you go, let me explain quickly. You have subscribed on a trial basis. You'll get 2 free lessons, which is 1 hour. And this lesson, which you have
Okay.
subscribed, starts in 11 p.m. UK time, Saturday night and Sunday night. So that is midnight
Okay.
in India. And after these 2 classes are over, then your subscription will be over. Okay, they're not going to charge you any money at all. But if you think that these classes are helpful, then you have to subscribe with your money. Okay, and
Yeah, yeah, sure.
as advantages are, you can hop on here, then you talk to other people, other students,
Yeah,
and also with me. And I go public live broadcast very often. You can join those broadcasts freely, then you can have more chat, more conversation. All right,
yeah, 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 sure, sure. Thank you very much.
you're very welcome, and thanks for subscribing to my lesson. You take care.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye bye.
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 Okay, it's the reason for asking, Aryan. I was trying to find out as you go through by car, and would you like to give me a little bit, this your journey history, like from your home to you reach to China by car drive. Will explain how was the journey, how long it took. Did you have to stop somewhere? Did you have to fuel? Did you have
Okay.
etc. And did you
Mm,
have any food? And how did you
mm,
find the journey? Is like amazing, tiring,
mm.
boring, etc.
Yes, actually, it was a trip. It was a vacation that my boss offered all the employee in my company. So we took we rented. How can I say? Um, the tourist agency. The tourist agency. Um,
Yeah.
uh, risk. How can I say? Picked pick us pick up picked up us at our company. So uh, very early in the morning, so we had to gather at my company in my company, and then we got in the car, and um, and went went there. We don't. I mean, we didn't need to stop. Well, we went straight to the destination. Yes, and then stopped at the border. Stopped at the border in Vietnam side to do some paper that allow us to enter the province in China. Yes, something like that, teacher. And the the journey took took us I think 4 hours to get destination. Yes, and we stayed there. We stayed there for 4 days, I guess. Yeah, 4 days.
Okay, that's great. Welcome, Eugene.
Hello, Eugene. You are late today,
Teacher,
Eugene.
yeah, thanks for my late joining because I have finished my work just now. Yeah, because it was very hectic today.
All right, no worries. You better take care. When we'll have free live stream, you can join me tomorrow then. In the
Yeah,
evening, I mean to say.
yeah.
So it's
Oh, what was the topic today, teacher?
oh, I've just asked. We just explained grammar and also lexical resource. And now I've asked Ariane to describe her trip from Vietnam to China. Okay.
I,
And if you have time, maybe
yeah,
you can participate. You can describe a trip that you took in the past.
uh, I see, teacher.
And by the way, I have checked your writing and given you the feedback in the chat group. Check it later, please. Okay.
Okay, okay, teacher.
All right.
I will check it.
No problem. We don't have much time though. We have got only 3 minutes, 57 seconds. But if you like to participate, you are more than welcome, Eugene. Aryan can sacrifice for you.
Okay.
So would you like to tell us a trip you took in the past?
Oh yes, I visited. I have visited in Taiwan when I was younger, uh, because my my only one sibling is older than me. Uh, get award in Taiwan
Mm-hmm.
for she is specialized in uh, art. How can I say? Uh, uh, drawing art. Uh, yeah, she picked up representative or representative for academy at that time, and our family have visited in Taiwan, in order to help her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't remember so much. I don't remember at that time because I was very younger, but I had I had uh, very happy time in my family.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. You're trying to describe what I'm observing because you're describing something from the past. Remember, this is a rule that any past even we must use the past tense. But you have used the first sentence as present perfect, like I have visited, rather than it should be I visited, because it happened long time ago. Okay, and that is the main impact. And Aryan was really explaining well of our whole trip. We'll hear this story tomorrow again. Okay, Aryan. We don't have much time today though, but get ready, well prepared about the whole journey from Vietnam to China by road. Okay, remember once again, both Aryan and Eugene and people who are listening to us, when you're describing any past event, it must be always in past tense. Okay, so it could be past indefinite, or it could be past continuous, or it could be past perfect, whichever you think is suitable for you for the description. And remember, if you like to make your description more interesting, always use some funny story. Okay, create it up. Like you can say, hey, on the way our car broke down, it was really disappointing because there was no service station. And how did you resolve it? You see, this is another amazing part. Okay, Aryan, it's like a making up a story,
Teacher.
remember. All right, both of you, thank you very much. And remember that whatever you have learned today, maybe Eugene, you can watch it later. It should be saved in my YouTube channel and Facebook, to have a good idea how we have, watched. There are two videos, and also how Aryan was explaining. And well done, Aryan. I'm very happy that you are using the tense correctly. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, teacher. Thank you very much
no
for having
problem.
me today.
You're welcome.
Time to say goodbye, teacher.
Okay, I'll see you
Bye
later,
Thank
bye,
you.
both of you.
Eugene. Bye bye. See you
See you.
tomorrow.
See you. Thank you very much. All right, guys. That's the end of today's lesson. I'll see you later. Bye.